Yo, what is up, Knights? Aegis Rick here, back with another episode of DFO Crash. And yes, we're back, baby. Now, don't get too excited. I gotta ease back into this. It's hard to start up an engine that hasn't started up in a long time, guys. So we're gonna start with this video. I felt passionate enough to make a video about Rogue. As you guys can see, my Rogue is starting to get geared. This is very ugly, epic set here. But I'm farming a bunch of hells, and I'm trying to cobble together whatever I can, and this is what I've got so far. Guys, the third awakening for Rogue got released last month or so. Honestly, guys, the third awakening has really revitalized or really kind of reinstilled my idea that this character is a lot of fun and it deserves to get some gear. But guys, I can already tell you guys this is going to be a real long video, so let's just jump right into it, guys. Pros and cons about the Rogue. All right, first, guys, is her all-encompassing hit end system that allows her to get final attacks at the end of most all of her skills, and it's something that you get right when you change into a Rogue, and you're going to be utilizing all the way up until 3A. All of your skills involve this. It is a very fun and intuitive system. The next thing, guys, is that she has a ton of great passives. She has the ability to double jump. She has a crit passive that's probably one of the highest in the game. And then lastly, guys, she even has a passive that allows her to cancel any of her skills, some of which might be unsafe to use, into any other skills that are much safer. And to kind of wrap this all up in a nice bow, you actually have the fastest skills in the game. She's the fastest character in the game. She has some of the best animations, and she has, without a doubt, the best mobility skill in the game in the Shining Cut. Now on to the cons, guys, and I think everybody in the whole world knows this. She is super lag sensitive. If you're in a party that has even a little bit of lag, she is going to start missing some of her grabs, and it just so happens that grabs are some of the biggest forms of damage on the character, and if you just whiff those, well, just expect to whiff a ton of damage, and it really freaking sucks. On top of that, though, guys, she is a character who moves around a lot, and there's a lot of gear in the game that kind of requires you to stay stationary or kind of takes away the ability to backstep properly, and both of those things are really key and pivotal to playing this character well, basically meaning you can't use this gear. And lastly, guys, I think she has some pretty weak AoE. The third awakening has tried to fix this in some regards, but I think most of it is going to be solved actually by picking up some talismans to kind of shore up that deficiency. Alrighty, guys, now there are a lot of things I want to talk about Rogue, because Rogue is a very, well, look at how many skills she has. She has a lot of skills, and she has a lot of things, smaller nuances that really deserve mentioning. First and foremost, though, the defining trait of the character, the hit end system. And as you guys can see here, it's actually not very complicated to explain. Really all it is, guys, is finishing attacks. So what it is, let me get some max HP here. What it allows you to do is add finishing attacks to damn near all of your skills. You guys can see this skill right here. That slash right there is all it does. But if I use the hit end system, instead I will get a kick at the end of it. You guys see that kick, and that kick did way more damage, So you're going to have to utilize the hit end on pretty much all your skills if you want to do full damage. You guys can see this skill right here with the talisman. I get all these extra kicks, whereas if I just use the Excel Strike normally, that's all the skill is. So if you want the full effect of all of your skills, you're going to have to be utilizing the hit end system. And sometimes you're not going to want to use it. For instance, Hurricane will put you into the air when you use hit end. Maybe you don't want to go in the air, which is really, really awesome. I'm actually going to scroll down here. It really plays very well with this skill right here, the hit bleed skill. Really, it's just a passive that allows you to cancel your skills midway. Skills like this, which have a really long animation, like with the hit end right there, that's how long it takes. Well, you can make a skill like that relatively safe by canceling it with another skill. And generally, that's what you're going to use it for. Most characters in this game who have a cancellation system, you're using it for more damage. You're using it to try to chain your skills faster. Well, in this case, it's really used for safety. When you really got to get out of there, or you're using a move that's relatively unsafe, you can cancel it with another move. Most of them. Even that grab right there, the Sonic Assault, you can cancel it. Some of them, like this, I have to actually go through the animation, but for most of the skills, guys, you can cancel it with another skill to make it safe, which is going to play a role when we're doing harder content and these bosses are, trying to attack us. So that right there, key and pivotal to the character. Let's go back to our lower level skills though, guys. Shining Cut. Okay, I gotta bring up Shining Cut, because Shining Cut, guys, is the best mobility skill in the game. Look at this mobility. I'm not even in my first awakening transformation, but look at this movement. I am so far, so fast, and the reason why I say that this is incredibly good is because it has so much utility. Okay, it's not just for traveling along the X and Y direction. You can also change directions. You guys can see left, right, left. But the biggest thing, guys, is that it can actually go into the Y-axis as well. Look at how far I am, dude. You know, I can control the X and Y axis so well with this character if you're fast. You know, look at that. I just did a V-cut. Cut this guy here, ended up way over here. This is the best mobility skill in the game, and you can use it to cancel out of your other skills. And on top of that, it synergizes really well with the skills that actually put her into the air. I'm going to try it here. You know, if this skill right here with the hit end, you can actually use the shining cut to come back down onto the ground. So I'm going to try to do that here. Come back down onto the ground. Keep using the remaining cuts to keep your mobility going. Dude, this is so good. It is just such a versatile skill, and there's no other skill that is as good as shining cut. It's a super important skill with the character, and you really should be using it all the time with Rogue. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about, guys, is actually her Silver Stream Awakening. She is a transformation character, and you are going to have the ability to have 100% uptime on this skill. So even though it might run out in dungeon, you can just go ahead and recast it. The duration is the same as the cooldown on it, so you don't have to worry about that. Just don't get canceled, I guess. But you guys can see here, changes your basic attack. It makes you build up contact points faster. This is not really a damage awakening. It's more of a utility type of speed awakening. You can stack up your hit end faster, but this is not really for damage. You know, most of your damage is still coming from all of your generic skills. Yeah, it's just something that you're basically just gonna assume you're gonna be in this transformation all the time. Two other things that are like smaller things, but I do think are worth mentioning. This character does have access to a double jump inherently, which again, I kind of mentioned it earlier, but she actually has a lot of skills that actually are aerial versions of her skills. So she actually can chain really well into the air. And aerial jump, you know, just something that you can utilize a little bit of, you know, do some of that nonsense. And another thing I want to talk about in terms of the passive, guys, is the Moon Arc skill. That's actually her first awakening passive. Look at how much crit chance it gives, dude. 44%. 44%. It's an absurd amount. Allows you to put a lot of stuff more focused around just getting more damage, because that is a huge amount of crit for a passive. The very last thing I want to talk about, guys, is you're probably wondering, hey, what do I do? Do I go dual blade on this character, or do I go dagger? Because I do have the option to go both. And I'm just going to tell you straight up, guys, I think the dual blade is a better option on the Rogue. And let me explain why, the benefits of both. The dagger is kind of built around speed and cooldown reduction. See, this cooldown reduction, attack speed, and you get more contact points. So I'm going to switch to a dagger to show that. We actually get 7 contact points. You guys can see here, 7 contact points. When I'm using the dual blade, I only get 6. Which 7 contact points, you guys can see right here. If I have 7 with the dagger, the ratios look like this, and you know, depending on how many contact points I have is how much damage I do while I'm in dagger mode. But if I switch to the dual blade mode, you guys can see I do get more damage. I don't get that cooldown reduction or speed, but the trade-off is I get more damage per contact point. So you guys can see here, actually at the 6 contact points, it says 7, but it's impossible to get 7 with the dual blade. But you know, with the hit end, you guys can see my 6 points is 481%. And when I use the dagger, my 7 points is actually only 425. So you actually get more damage for the dual blade. So on top of that, dual blades in general, if you look at the Epic Dictionary, dual blades are actually stronger by about 200 weapon attack. So quite frankly, guys, I think the benefits of just having faster speed and a little bit more cooldown do not outweigh the huge amount of damage increase that the dual blade has over the daggers, and that's why most people go dual blade. I'm not going to say you're doing it wrong if you're going daggers, but dual blades just make more sense. On top of the fact that even in dual blade mode, you are one of the fastest characters in this game. The extra speed is a little bit overkill. But anyway, guys, wanted to explain that. I had to explain that, but let's continue with the video. Alrighty, guys, we are currently in the chest town, getting ready to do our 2+2. We're going to be trying to get some epics here. As you guys can see, my epic situation is looking pretty dire. I do have 12 epics, but not a lot of sets. I do luckily have this Crimson Masquerade, although I don't want the other dagger. And then the rest of my gear is actually pretty comparable. Right now, they're selling the rare clone set, so I got myself one of those. Right now, they're selling the veteran pet, which this is a really good time if you're trying to get a pretty much best in slide DPS pet. This veteran Cersei right here is actually a super awesome option. It's really cheap. I think I got mine for like 15 mil. But aside from that, guys, she's pretty much decked out in everything else. This is a character which I'm going to showcase some of the talismans, and they're really awesome. In particular, a couple of them. But you can see my epic situation. I'm really disappointed. I spent as many hells as I have on my Mistress, and my Mistress got much more geared, which, speaking about Mistress, we are going to be making a video about her. But guys, That's not about her. Let's talk about the rogue, the character who has got me pretty much hype enough to even make videos again, I should say. I mean, I shouldn't say make videos again. I'm saying I'll make this video and then we'll see where we go from here. But, you know, I think it's a character, you know, we just got our 3A, so I'm going to showcase some of the new stuff that we got with that. But in regards to just this character, I've said it before, she is one of my favorite characters in DFO just by the sheer virtue of how she is designed. She is so, like, fluid, and you guys can see right here, even her new skill right there shored up one of my problems with the character's weak AoEs, but she has some decent AoEs, enough to kill like small groups of guys. You guys can see right there, able to kill those small groups of guys with the lightning arrow, and the hurricane is also something that pretty much was like your exclusive AoE move that you had on the rogue. But yeah, you got a lot of other options. The talisman situation helped a little bit in the AoE department. Her 3A, like I said, gave her that new skill, which has a ton of AoE on it as well. And then you can see the kind of combos you can do, guys. Look at this, man. And you know what? You're trying to run away. You can't, because I'm going to use the 1A and just jump right on you. I'll have you guys know I'm currently linked 3A. Oh, nice. Got an epic. I'm currently linked with my Second Awakening. So Third Awakening, Second Awakening. Mostly because I think in this type of content, the Second Awakening and the Third Awakening, for that matter, just take a long time. And most of the time, I'm just trying to kill mobs really quickly, and the First Awakening is actually better for that purpose. But anyway, guys, you guys can see a lot went down. Haven't been able to talk much about the rogue, but one of the things that I kind of alluded to when I was going over the skills is the Shining Cut. The Shining Cut is something that's kind of defining the movement on this character. It has such a low cooldown, you guys can see here. Have the option to cast it up to, I think, 4 times here. In quick succession to get some movement across the map. You guys can see how awesome. So you really got to get really used to using that. But, you know, aside from that, you know, we got things like both of the spirals right there, which are really good AoE. Kind of, I like vertical spiral for the grouping, and then the aslant spiral, of course, for the big, humongous burst. When you get the talisman, it becomes even bigger. And then this new skill right here, actually, with the talisman, it's not new skill, but with the talisman, it makes the range of this skill so huge. Excel Strike normally has a very pitiful range. And like I said, you know, I think Rogue's biggest issue is going to be with range. So being able to get that new skill, like I just used right there, I'm going to be able to one-shot rooms, being able to use things like the Aslant Spiral to one-shot rooms, and things like the Excel Strike when you have the talisman are all great things to shore up the deficiency of Rogue before you get those things, and that is AoE. So obviously the Third Awakening is not going to be an issue when it comes to AoE, but ooh, look at the teleportations. Rogue has a lot of skills that can actually be casted in the air, and she has some skills that can actually pop her into the air as well. So it's something that's kind of key and pivotal to this character is the ability to air cast some of her skills. You'll see it's not all of them. You know, she has access. Well, I think it's better if I just showcase in the next dungeon. But skills like the Hurricane, when you use the hit end, will actually pop her into the air, and other skills as well, like the. Mostly, it's going to be the hit ends, like. You know, things like the Sonic Assault is going to pop her back into the air. Things like the Hurricane, when you actually hit in, pop you back into the air. The Vertical Spiral, if you just use it right off the bat, it actually puts you into the air. So then you can cancel it into another skill. So there's a lot of skills that will put you into the air. And if you actually jump, you can see which skills you can cast while you're in the air, which is really useful. You know, you want to be able to combo these skills together. And I think you have enough skills. Not all of your skills, like, you know, like it is for the Dragon Knight. It's not as a good of an aerial class as a Dragon Knight, but I think she has a good suite of skills to be able to like do this combo right here, you know. Excel Strike when you use the hit end. Also, another cool thing about Excel Strike Talisman is you get like multiple hit ends, but yeah, anytime you get a skill that can put you into the air, you want to kind of chain it into another skill that can be used in the air. So make sure you have a skill available to do that. Now, if you don't, most likely you will have the Shining Cut. So the Shining Cut is also, like I said, one of the most versatile movement skills, because it's one of those movement skills that can actually be used in the air. That is very, very exclusive. So you can use it in the air, and if you're actually quick about it, you can actually use it again while you land on the ground. So I don't know if I could showcase this, but yeah, there you go. You see, so it's like, you know, when you get really good at controlling this character, you're definitely want to do that. For, you know, utility, if you don't have a skill, if I use the Hurricane right here, and I don't have a skill to pop me back to the ground, at least I can always, oh shoot, use, you know, the Shining Cut. Like this situation right here, Obviously, you don't want to go across the whole universe, but use the 3A. Just use it. But yeah, you want to use it to get back down to the ground. You want to be able to move out of the way of attacks. That's yet another thing that I think, you know, this character boasts a lot of grabs. I think that's one of the main complaints. Again, I got the same epic again, dude. What is this game? Let alone I got 2 epics, but it's the same one. Come on, game. Anyway, yeah, a lot of moves will, a lot of the things about Rogue. I'm trying to cover everything all at once, but yeah, she has a lot of grabs. So in that regard, grabs always, well, generally always give some iframe. So you guys can see right here, can use that to get some iframe really quick. The lightning arrow, quick iframe right there. Assault, or sonic assault. It's not immediate iframe, but eventually it does give you iframe. So she has a lot of moves that do give her iframe, and it is worth abusing that. But if you can't do that, and the reason why I wanted to mention that, like if you're not close to an enemy, this character's also really good at evasion. You know, she can really dash across the whole realm with things like the, you know, the swift cut here. So something that you definitely, or shining cut, excuse me, gotta definitely use that for mobility and getting out of attacks. You know, if you're about to get hit with something, just dash to the other side of the room, or dash here with a quick thing, or use the iframe, or just, dude, she has so much mobility here, dude. She can really just get out of any kind of attack that she wants. Really plays very safely. Alrighty, guys, this is gonna be just an attempt. We'll see if if this is a smart attempt or not. But guys, with my level of gear, do you guys think I can do P-War challenge mode? I'm gonna tell you right now, no, I can't do it, but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. This video might take forever. I'm gonna have to edit it up to make this. I'm definitely getting the swords as well. Oh boy, I kind of regret doing this actually. But guys, we're gonna jump into this P-War challenge. And damn it, if we gotta struggle through Rogue, we gotta struggle through Rogue, man. Some Discord tech about the Rogue, and it revolves around 2 skills: her aslant spiral, which is something you're gonna use all the time, as well as your vertical spiral. These skills right here actually get a benefit whenever you hit an enemy with an aerial version of your basic attack. That's this one right here. When you hit with those, that basic attack, and you do actually have to hit with it, you can't just, you know, just use it. You have to hit with it. But when you hit with it, the hit end of both your vertical spiral as well as your ascent spiral gets sped up tremendously. It's something that is very useful. You know, it's not something that is even mentioned in the skill, I don't think, at all, but it is something that I think it is definitely worth mentioning, and it's something that's practical. I think there's a lot of Discord tech out there that exists for characters that isn't necessarily all that practical. Thought I could get out of range a little more there. I'm gonna have to do the actual gimmicks here. Get out of range here. Look at how much like y-axis speed I got, man. Teleport out of there. Didn't even mean to do that, but there you go. Like I've never felt more like safe against like, oh shoot, I was too good there. Against like movement type attacks, you know. Let's try to iframe this. Okay, not enough iframe there. Look at that, yo. That right there is a perfect demonstration of, I didn't think I was going to be able to make it out of there, but I easily made it through that. No issue whatsoever to be able to get out of range of an attack. You know, I don't think there's another character I really have. Vagabond comes close, but even better than Vagabond, this character can evade attacks. She can also make a lot of her attacks safe to use, you know, obviously getting iframe here, but I mean, basically, if you use a move that is relatively unsafe, like this one right here, she can even cancel out of skills like that, you know. If you're in the middle of the animation, you can actually cancel it, you know, Hurricane, cancel it with another move. And that's also why I like having the blade dancing here, I think it's called right here, the sword dance. That's why I like having that skilled, and I like having it on the hotkey bar, because it's an excellent move that has a very low cooldown and it's very fast, and you can use it just to cancel out of moves. I actually use it to cancel out of my First Awakening even. You can use your First Awakening, and if you don't want to do the last hit of it, or for whatever reason you want to cancel it, just use the sword dancing, or you know, shining cut, or whatever you want to use to cancel out of the animation of it, and now you're basically scot-free. It becomes safe. So I need to get my First Awakening back. But yeah, it's just some utility. You know, the Rogue has the ability to basic attack cancel into her vertical spiral as well as her aslant spiral. You can do some awesome combos like this. Come back down to the ground, do some of this, do one of these, hit you with one of these, hit you with one of these, use the First Awakening, come back over here, use the Third Awakening. Dude, look at the combos! Holy shit, this is a tight character. My damage is not there, but, you know, that was tight. Did manage to hit the grab, but it actually didn't hit grab at all. I actually died, which is probably fine because I need a reset for the awakening anyway. It was a tactical reset. Tactical reset. Hit one of these, one of these. It's going to pop me back into the air, which I'm going to use this. Come back down here. Ascent spiral back down to the ground. Back step into this. Do one of these, and then use the 3A again. You need to, man. This is challenge mode, and you're way too fucking weak. First awake. I probably should link the second awakening again. I need it for the damage. Come back down to the ground. I'm way too far away. Oh, went past him. Don't get too greedy, though. Don't get too greedy. Just hit him with a sonic assault. Bait the laser. Bait the laser. Hit him with a sonic assault. I mean, easy. Outplay to the max. Even though I died once. Oh, God. This is going to take forever, dude. But at the same time, this is kind of fun. This is kind of fun because this character is fun. You know, that's what I keep saying about these fun characters, guys. I mean, even if this is a struggle, I'm not sitting here thinking, fuck, I gotta do it. No, I'm just having intrinsic fun playing a character like this. The combos that I'm doing, the speed at which this is going down, the things that I can do, get out of there. You see that shit right there? Like, what other characters are you playing that can, like, control like this character? I am literally dancing on fools. I don't want to go back into that attack because that's going to get me hit there. Oh, shit. It's a one-on-one Vi versus, you know, Akali or something. Okay. Did we win? No, we did not. Okay. Almost lost there. Almost lost that battle. And with that track record, it's not looking good against my boy Direct Hitter here. Wordsworth. Woo! Okay, I'm gonna try to teleport to my... No, I'm not. Every time I try to do that, it just... No point. I had the best fucking movement in the game. I shouldn't try to use the teleporter. No, I didn't teleport to him. You can see I'm using the fast variant there. And if I get hit with this attack with this character, bro, I'm gonna be pissed. Okay. Hit with this. With this. Okay, go into this. Vertical. I didn't use the... basic attack, vertical spiral. Kind of lost a little bit of deeps for doing that, but it's fine. I actually managed to stay on top of the area for pretty much that fight, or that rotation, so that's good. Fortunately, I have a very terrible epic, I feel like, for this character. It's kind of the main drawback of this character is, well, there's a couple of drawbacks, and I mentioned them when I talked about the cons of this character, but, you know, oof. The lag situation as well as the gear situation, you're kind of limited by the gear that you get. It really does suck if you get temporal. Actually, I pretty much wouldn't even use it. This is a first awakening. Because of that right there. I mean, I'm trying to backstep into basic attack, so I'm able to get the fast variant of vertical spiral, and I can't do it because, you know, the temporal contradiction, time war remnants, it just screws you up. I don't know why they put the command as back attack, and as well as the Death Shadowy Companion set. It's a set that requires you to stand still into an area if you don't have the full 5 set, and lo and behold, this character's probably the worst in the game at that. So you're kind of like, some of these sets just counteract the kit of the character, and it just so happens I'm wearing both of the sets that are pretty much shit ass on this character, but hey, that's what I got. That's what I got, and I'm doing challenge mode with it, so it's working out. It's just not very fast. Yeah, aside from that, guys, the other biggest con is going to be the lag situation. I can't really attest to that here in this video, but trust me when I say it is a serious problem. I think Lightning Arrow is one of these skills that has such a low cooldown and it's such huge damage that when you miss that skill, it feels really bad. And trust me, I think that is the skill I miss most often. Even in connections that are honestly pretty decent, I'm missing things like the Lightning Arrow, and it hurts, man. It's like, dude, I just missed a huge chunk of damage. When you go through enemies, when you use the Sonic Assault, that also feels horrible. Also, if you get hit with this on rogue, you're pretty much trash like me. Okay, just got hit there. Okay, hit with this, hit with this. I'm gonna go into this. Basic attack into this. Backstep into this. I didn't use the hit in, but whatever. Come back down to the ground. Hit with this. Hit with this. Into this. Okay, into 3A. Now, unfortunately, the 3A can't actually be cast in the air. I guess that's kind of like a minor thing in the grand scheme of things. But I do think that's a drop missed potential, because I feel like Rogue, like her first and second awakening can both be cast in the air. I don't know why they decided, oh, we don't want to do that anymore with the third awakening, but it's not too big a deal because you have so many of these combo moves. I just missed with the Excel there. You have so many of these combo moves that are like designed to hit or put you back onto the... Dude, why'd you hit that guy? Put you back down onto the ground. So it's, like I said, not a huge deal, but I do kind of think it's a step back. Look at the movement, dude. Who wouldn't like this character? Seriously. Get out of there. Look at it. Dude, look at it, man. Are you seeing it? Are you seeing it right now? That was strategically placed. That was strategically placed. Get me out of here. Look at it, dude. What? Whoop. Okay. Are you seeing this movement, bro? Like, this guy's usually fucking us up, man. Every character I play, he's fucking us up. But I am fucking owning. I mean, dude, you're getting outplayed. Look at this. You think Dogcat's ever gonna hit me? Watch me die right now. Psych. Get out of there. Look at how far away. I am literally in the corner of the room. I am that far away. I'm a little bit scared. I could have iframed there, but my iframe is like notoriously short. And when you use it like against an attack that has a lot of active frames, you will get hit with it. So you can't really use it like abusively like that. I'm in the spot before it spawns, bruh. Like, I am too fast. Yeah, where is it? It's right here? Okay. It really was there. Alright, let's change the combo up. Let's do one of these. Let's do one of these. Let's do one of... Oh, okay, probably not the best combo here, but... Come back down to the ground. Sonic Assault. X-String. Oh, try to hit the X-String ass slant spiral backstep into this. Into this. Into this. Into arrow. Into 3A. I'm going to save my first awakening for a... No, I'm not. Do it! And I hate the backstep, dude. Sonic? Oh, God. This is bad. Not much I could have done there, I don't think. I mean, maybe you guys tell me otherwise, but I think it was a really bad time to hit with the Sonic Assault there. I was trying to mash out of there, but don't think... I mean, you got to be smart. You got to be smart, and sometimes your boy's on that monkey brain. That wasn't... bad again. All right, we're going to pretend I didn't just die against Ricardo there. I'm going to go right back into here. Anyway, I missed with a big AoE skill at the very start, so that was already a bad omen. Anyway, let's try this again with better skills, better decision making, less monkey brain. Okay, here you go. Okay. Yeah, I mean, although you get iframe from these grabs, they're quick. You know, it's look at him. He's out of there. He is so far gone. I'm behind you, Ricardo. What are you doing? Oh, you tried. Look at how I'm in the corner, Ricardo. What are you doing, bro? Oh, shit. Okay, got cocky, bro. Got cocky. I'm going to leave that one in there. All right, Ricardo. I see you. You did get me. He one-shot me, bro. All right. How many times am I going to die? You know what? Against our poser, I think the main reason I die is because I'm too busy attacking him, and then I'm getting punished for staying too close for too long. Rogue is not going to have that issue. I'll tell you that right now. Because if I need to get out of there, like right now, look at this. I'm on the other side of the map. So I'm not going to have any issue dodging or punishing myself like I am jumping into this attack. Look, I'm like, oh, you tried. You tried to hit me. I don't know why I feel so cocky on Rogue when I just died. I don't know. It's just, you kind of get cocky when you have this much freedom to move. Like, you thought you were going to hit me with that star pose. On any other character, you might have. But Rogue, you ain't doing it. All right, let's try this combo here. Gotta tone it down a little bit. Just only use my big skills. Might be able to hit with this. Okay. That was good enough. I mean, not bad, honestly, for challenge mode, guys, without a full epic set. Like, I think I'm actually doing pretty decent. Ooh! That was rough. I almost died. I love the talisman for that skill. I didn't cast my first awakening yet. Kind of forgot about it. And now I really don't have any skills, so I'm just going to barely get it out of here. Okay. It's my panic button, dude. Just spam shiny cut. I'll be somewhere else on the map. It'll take 2, but you know what? This character is not very strong, so I'm actually very impressed I was even able to... Oh my... Don't kill me right now, dude. Okay. It's actually pretty impressed I was able to do that with only a couple deaths, so... You know, Rogue, awesome character, guys. And like I said, I don't mind that this run took, like, I don't know, 20 minutes. It doesn't matter, okay? At the end of the day, we did it for the Magic Sword card that gives strength and is the worst card in the game. Like, seriously, Neopol, you got to tell me why there are strength cards in this game when literally, and I mean literally, nobody can use them. If you're using a strength card, and I don't care how much strength it gives, you're wrong. You're dead wrong. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. There was a little bit of Rogue action, and there was a little bit of, you know, DFO, PvE content video action as well. It's been a long time, and I'm kind of happy. You know, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it again. Making videos, and hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. And stay tuned for yet another video that I'm guaranteed gonna do. At least one more. For in the coming weeks, I should say. Maybe in a month or so. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you nights later.